Hello, fellow losers. How is everybody out there today? Ken HCG, I see you stole my tagline. Fellow losers, feel free to use it. We're all losers, aren't we? I hope. SoCal Plum, I'm so sorry about your goose egg. I hope you're on the loser train today. I know that Kathy sent you a ticket. I hope it got there today. And I'm eager to hear how you like the cinnamon chocolate delight. Heavy, those recipes sounded great. And I saw that you mentioned something about putting apple in there. What about crunching up some of those apple chips that the besties were using? That might give it a little crunch too. That might be kind of tasty. Anyway, good news for today. I released 2/3 of the weight that I gained yesterday. I was down 0.8, VLCD number 38, for a total of 22.2. So hopefully I'll release the rest of that tomorrow. The other 0.4 and then some, I hope. Haven't been hungry today, but I've really been craving chocolate delight, and I've got some in the fridge still. I wish my husband would just eat it already so that it wouldn't be there to tempt me, because I'm definitely not going to do any Choco D, not on the backs of all the salt. Oh my gosh, I feel like I was swimming backwards. Anyway, so Hebby, I just wanted to show you, instead of Choco D, this is what I've been eating. Boop, 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 boop. Cabbage alert. Brussels sprout alert. You know I love Brussels sprouts, so it's not as much of a hardship, but does it look like chocolate delight? I'm thinking no. Not even with my vinegar dressing on it does it come anywhere close. So I just stuffed my gullet with this and a bison patty, and I'll do my strawberries, and then I'll be fine. But what is it with that chocolate delight? I guess we just want something we can't have. Is that it? That we just want something we can't have? Anyway, I do love Brussels sprouts. Terry, I know you're on P3, but you still need to drink some water. So keep up the good work. I watched your vlog. Excellent. Great job. You're moving on to P3, Hebby. That's great that you helped her out. I know she really appreciated that. Root beer. Faux taters. Really, Hebby? I am going to try the radishes. It doesn't mean I'm not going to try them. But if you saw her vlog on her pot roast and faux potatoes, I think that's a great idea. I really do. I'm going to try it. I told her that I think my Irish relatives will climb out of their graves and come chase me if I call them anything like potatoes. But I am going to try them because I love radishes. So, that won't bother me at all. I have a question, though, and I forget what it is that you add to them because, I'm vain and I don't have my glasses on. Okay, I'll put my glasses on just so I can read. Because, Hebby, I'm interested in this, and I know you do all your research, so I'm not questioning you at all. The xanthan gum, does that count as a starch? Or is it just like a filler that has no nutritional value, just type of a thing? Because I know you can also use arrowroot to thicken things. So I'd really be interested in your feedback. And I love the idea of coffee to do your pot roast with. I'm going to try that too. I bet it makes a great gravy. I'm not a huge gravy person. I like gravy, but I don't go out of my way to make it. So I'm going to try your recipe, though, because it looked really good. And it did look like a meal. And I might have to use that if I'm still, well, no, I'll be on P3, but I still won't be able to have starches for St. Patrick's Day. So I might need to have, some corned beef and potatoes with my cabbage. Anyway, besties, your pizza? I can't wait to try it. I'll have to wait because I'm extending. So I'll have to wait and see because I'm on homeopathic drops, so I feel comfortable extending. Kelly, I'm going to call you out, girl. That's right. Where are you? I haven't seen you at all. Are you like working 18 hours or something like that? I know you work night shift and it really wears on you. But girl, we need to see you. We need to see what you're doing. I want to make sure you haven't fallen off the wagon. I know you haven't, but we need to see you. HHCG Crazy. If you haven't gone to her her vlog site, she just put up her first vlog, and she is beautiful. Oh my gosh, the black hair with her face and her eyes, stunning. Seriously stunning. The pellets, she's doing HCG pellets under her tongue, homeopathic. Haven't heard of that. Haven't seen it anywhere. But you know, I don't get my HCG in the drugstore or the health food store. I order mine, so I guess I will kind of look for it. I'm real interested in that, how it's doing for you. My Madeirol drops work really well for me, so I'll probably stick with them for right now. Devil you know kind of situation. SoCal Plum, I may seem cool on the exterior when I gain or have a goose egg, but it just frustrates me as much as it frustrates you. And I guess you just have to feel like you're losing inches. And that's the way I felt this week. But when I measured on Monday, I hadn't really lost that many inches. So we'll see. But you know, what else are you going to do? Because you've been on many other diets, and so have I. And nothing else works like HCG does. It's really amazing. Did anybody see Dr. Oz yesterday? I taped it so I could watch it. And some of the experts on there, they talked about RX versus homeopathic. They talked about some of the side effects that people had with the hair loss and gallbladder. And I'm watching these people and I'm thinking, you know what? Of all the vlogs I've seen, people have not had that problem. Not at all. And they're saying, oh, you'll gain it all back and blah, 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 blah. Well, we have proof on this on YouTube that people are not gaining it back. If you stabilize properly, and get this, they never talked about the stabilization process. Never. Not once. And there was even a chiropractor who was prescribing homeopathic drops and had a bunch of his patients come in and sit around him, and they all had success. So what Dr. Oz did say was, you know, basically, all these people are showing results, but all of the research shows none of that. It shows that injections of saline versus injections of HCG produces the same results. Now, come on. Anybody out there, do you think you'd be able to stay on a 500-calorie diet with saline injections? I mean, my mind's pretty strong, but I'm really thinking that my stomach is a lot stronger than my mind, because if it wasn't, then I wouldn't be gobbling down food all the time, right? And I went into this thinking that this is not going to work. This is just going to be another crazy, crazy diet. I'm going to be starving by the third day. I'm going to be back eating. So I was really shocked. So I didn't have the mindset that this was going to work. This is a placebo effect. No. I was a hater. I was a disbeliever. And, you know, there's got to be something to it if you're not hungry. I mean, even with homeopathic versus RX, I mean, the placebo effect cannot be that strong and that widespread. So anyway, off my soapbox. Thank you. Please, haters, please don't comment to me. I'm not saying that anybody has to do one or the other. I'm just saying, you know, this is what worked for me, and you know, everybody has their own different preference for what works for them. And I think they all work. It just is a matter of figuring out which one works for you. So it was very interesting to watch. I just hope it didn't influence too many people. Anyway. I went and got some new clothes today. I am trying out a size down. I am in between sizes, I think, right now. And the size that I have a plethora of is 2 sizes down. So I've got bigger sizes and I've got 2 sizes down, but I don't have much in the middle there. And I've got, you know, pants are weird. You know, sometimes a bigger size that runs small fits just right, and sometimes a smaller size that is a little bit roomier will fit just right. So it's maddening, isn't it? Oh my God, it's so crazy. I have so many clothes that it's not going to be an issue for me, but right now my pants are in between because I sort of jumped. I sort of went through a sort of a sweatpants phase there last year when I was out west taking care of my dad. I was in Portland, Hebby, actually Oregon City. I wish I'd known you then. We could have, well, we weren't dieting then. It probably would have been a bad scene. But anyway, so I was in a sweatpants phase for a while because I was on a leave of absence from work. So my activity had changed quite a bit. So I didn't have that in between size is my point. So I'm working on that. I wanted to show Hebby one other thing. If you haven't looked at her vlog, she created a water bottle counter. I took this into work today. This is my prototype. It's not real pretty because I don't have, you know, pretty cording for it yet or anything like that. But what you do is you start with all of these beads at the top, and as you drink your water, you just grab one of them and slide it down. You couldn't really see that, could you? This is not going to work very well. It just slides down. And then at the beginning of the day, you just slide them all back up again and pull them down one at a time. And Hebby shows you how to make this. And it's really, really cool. I love mine. And I'm looking around for some other beads to use and some cording, you know, maybe with a little sparkle to it or something like that. Ooh, my gosh, I'm going way long. Anyway, love you guys and take care. Talk to you later, losers.